everybody, this is GGB and co-host Paul Bruce, and today we're going to be discussing something a little bit new. I know I've done NFL things before, and I've done NCAA football before. I mean, I've done those, I love football, and I'm going to start actually doing more college football videos next year. But what I am thinking is, since football season's over, I get it, XFL is still there, but I don't think I'm going to do videos on that, games and those predictions, unless you guys really want me to. If I get like 20 likes on this video and 3 comments, then I'll start doing XFL prediction videos, but I don't think that's going to happen, so we're just going to stick with NCAA basketball, and that's what I really wanted to get into. My second favorite sport is basketball, and I thought, why not add this aspect to the channel? I don't really know a lot about NBA yet. My favorite team's the Pelicans, but other than that, I don't really know any other NBA teams. I might do NBA postseason predictions, but yeah, we'll see. But not regular season, that's for sure. Okay, so college basketball. I know a lot about it because I love college basketball. Poppers and I have been watching very intently over the past couple of weeks, and we've come up with a new series idea. Okay, so if you've been watching college basketball this season, it's been pretty crazy. Almost every day a top 25 team has gone down, which is what Poppers and I, we were thinking together, we were scheming, and we thought, why not do a video of that? So it's called Upset of the Day. That's my new channel idea. Okay, let me know if you guys like this series, if you want more in the comments below. But I'm thinking, so here's how it's going to go down. So there's an upset every day, right? So I was thinking, pick a top 25 upset every day of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You get the gist of it. For an entire week. All 7 days. If there's not a top 25 team playing on a certain day, like for instance this week, there is no top 25 team playing on Friday. If that is the case, then we go to the next, the highest conference. If you look at a Power 5 conference, or obviously we'll spread it out, and you know, if the Big East will count. Like, I'll count it as a Power 6 because the Big East is so good. That doesn't happen on Friday either. So we go down to the next tier of categories, and that's a Group of 5 team. And a Group of 5 team does play, and that's what I had to pick. I had to pick a Group of Team 5 upset. So let's get straight into it. Monday is today. If you don't know, 4 top 25 teams play this week. Texas Tech plays TCU. Baylor plays Texas, which could turn out to be pretty good games, because TCU did beat Texas Tech last time, and Texas has... They've been mediocre all season. They desperately need a big win, and this might be enough. But let's talk about Duke, Florida State. Duke barely beat UNC. It took a lot of miracles for them to beat UNC. And UNC's not good this year. It's not normally like, yeah, we beat UNC. It's like, gosh, that UNC game was close. UNC has taken a drastic step back this year. They're not as good as they normally are as a basketball team. But if you look at it, Florida State destroyed Miami, and the only reason they're lower than Duke is because they lost that Virginia game a few weeks ago. Virginia is a really good basketball team. I think Florida State's better than Duke, which is why this is my upset here. I know it's not a huge upset, but it's the 8th seed beating the 7th seed, and technically it counts. That's why I'm picking Florida State for Monday. Anyway, go on tomorrow, Tuesday. Not know, there's a good amount of Tuesday games going on, but there's only 3 really close, could possibly be upsets. I mean, I said that to myself when Dandy Vandy beat LSU. I didn't expect that game to be even close, but Dandy Vandy pulled it out, and Vandy does play tomorrow Kentucky. There's a big difference between Kentucky and LSU, though. So there's 3 really possible upsets for me, okay? Purdue could beat Penn State. Purdue's been playing really well, but here's the thing. Penn State has been playing phenomenally. They are on a 6-game winning streak, so I really don't want to pick that one because I like Penn State that much. I mean, I love Penn State, but I think they're really playing well. Number 2, Dayton plays Rhode Island. Rhode Island is right now in an at-large bid position to get in without winning their conference. So, this could be a really good game, but again, Dayton has been dominant. They're at 20-2. They've just been so good. I think they're going to end up winning that game. So That leaves me at one spot. Michigan State, Illinois. Now, I don't love this pick, but I don't hate it either. Illinois has been playing really well, but they hit that snag at Maryland. That can really kill your momentum. Michigan State desperately needs a win after losing to Penn State and Michigan 2 weeks in a row. And a week before that, they lost to Wisconsin. They desperately need a big win, and this Illinois one could be it. And on top of that, the Spartans and Cassius Winston. Cassius Winston has been on. It's just the rest of this team hasn't. If the rest of his team can step up, that's why I'm picking Michigan State there. I think Michigan State, if they can pull it together, will beat Illinois. They have more talent than Illinois. It's just, can Michigan State pull it together? Anyways, going on to Wednesday. If you guys didn't know, there's a really big game between two top 25 teams on Wednesday. Actually, there's two. Creighton plays Butler on Wednesday, and Marquette plays Villanova. Two big Big East showdowns. But here's the thing. Marquette has started to play really well, and Villanova's in a slump. Villanova's lost the past two. I think they might be at three, but I know for a fact two. They lost last week to Butler, and they lost to Butler, and they lost to someone else by a lot, though. Villanova, they lost to Butler and they lost to Seton Hall, which are not bad losses. They're both really good teams. But Marquette just destroyed Butler. Just absolutely obliterated them. Marquette's playing phenomenal basketball. They're ranked 18th in the country. Villanova's ranked 15th. You can see I try to pick the close games. Marquette's going to win this game. I have the most confidence in this game of all of them. If I had to bet all of my money on a game from this week, who's going to win, and I have to pick an underdog or like a lower seed, I'd pick Marquette beating Villanova. I am that certain of this. Marquette's going to beat Villanova. Now, moving on to Thursday. 3 top 25 teams play on Thursday, okay? If Iowa at Indiana. See, I don't like this game because Iowa's been playing pretty well. Even though they had the weird Purdue game, Iowa's still a really good basketball team. Luka Garza's a phenomenal basketball player, and they're going to keep winning games. Indiana's in a slump, and I just don't know if they can get out of this slump. They're not Michigan State with all the talent. They need to get out of the slump. They need to win against Iowa, but I just don't know if they're going to have it. Now, I just don't think so, but here, the upset after is not a great upset pick either, but I'm more confident in it. Colorado almost lost to Stanford. Stanford's bad. Don't get me wrong. Stanford is a bad school. They're not playing good basketball right now. They almost lost to them. Now, don't get me wrong. Oregon, the team they're playing, is also in a 2-game losing slide. They lost to Oregon State on Saturday, and they lost to someone else earlier in the week. I just don't remember. It wasn't a good school either. Oregon's dying. They're slowly slipping out of existence. They desperately need a win here, which is why they're going to go. Colorado has to come to Oregon. I think Oregon's going to steal it away from them. Oregon's going to get the steal. And I think that's what's going to happen. I'm not 100% certain, mainly because Oregon hasn't been playing well, and Colorado kind of has. Kind of, because they have not been playing great either. They lost to UCLA. Anyways, Pac-12 is not looking like a great basketball conference, and it might be at this point worse than the American. And the American, everyone's saying, is in a slump, might only send one. I don't think the Pac-12 should send more than one. Arizona's looking bad. Colorado looks like, I'd say if I had to pick the one Pac-12 team to send, it would be Colorado, but that's not a great compliment because Oregon's not good either. It's just so hard. I'd rather send probably like 6 or 7 American teams than some of those Pac-12 teams. But I'm going to pick Oregon on Thursday. Now on Friday's a weird one because there's no top 25 matchup that day. There's also no Power 5 matchup on Friday. So the best I can do is a group of 5 matchup. And there's two of them, both MAC. Buffalo plays Toledo, and Akron plays Central Michigan. I don't know if you guys have really watched a lot of MAC basketball this year. I know I've watched a little bit, but I have not watched a lot of MAC basketball. I had to do a little bit of research for this pick. Actually, I didn't. I watched some of the games. Akron plays Central Michigan, and Buffalo plays Toledo, right? Toledo's losing. Like, they have a losing record. They're not playing good basketball. Buffalo is. They're looking like a possible conference contender. Now, Akron is too. But here's the difference between Akron and Buffalo. They're pretty much neck and neck. I think they're second or third in the MAC altogether. They're both really good basketball teams. Now, here's the difference. Central Michigan is a somewhat mediocre basketball team. I'm not saying they're great, but they're pretty good. They can win this game. Plus, you have to travel to Central Michigan, which is a problem. The Chippewas can steal it here. That's sure they're going to, but I think they can, and that is the only team I can't pick because I don't think Toledo can steal one away from Buffalo. But I'm going to go with Central Michigan, the Chippewas steal one away from Akron. Anyways, moving on to Saturday. There's 2 more days left if you guys were keeping track. Saturday, obviously, if you overwatch Saturday basketball, there's a lot of basketball games on, and there's a lot of top 25 matchups. There's only one that I can think of off the top of my head where a ranked team plays another ranked team, and that is when West Virginia plays none other than Baylor. See, I would have taken this pick last week. That would have been my pick. But I watched West Virginia just absolutely get destroyed by Oklahoma, and Oklahoma's really not doing that well in the Big 12 this year. That's why I think Baylor's probably going to win that game. So I would have to go to a different game. I looked over all the games, and I have decided, as my smart brain has told me, that the best upset choice here is late in the day. Providence plays Seton Hall. And this is a Seton Hall upset because Providence has beaten 2 really good programs. They lost a close one to Xavier, and Xavier's pretty good. Like, they're pretty good. I think Providence is going to steal this one away from Seton Hall. If you don't remember, they crushed Seton Hall's, wait, no, they didn't. What am I thinking of? They beat Butler. Never mind. They didn't stop Seton Hall's win streak. That was Xavier. But Providence is going to steal this one because Providence is desperately trying to get that playoff spot, and they've looked really good. Other than lost to Xavier, they've looked really good. And that's why I'm picking Providence here. That's going to be my upset on Saturday. Now on Sunday, it's a little bit different. There's 4 top 25 games that day. But I'm not feeling great about most of them. But Oregon plays. And I'm going to pick against Oregon most of the time if they're playing an unranked team. Because Oregon's bad. I know, I just think the entire Pac-12 is bad. But Oregon is not good this year. Which is why Utah plays Oregon in Utah, I'm pretty sure. I think Utah's going to steal that one from away. The Utes are going to steal that game away from Oregon. Anyways, those are my 7 college basketball predictions. Hit the subscribe button and the like button. And comment below for if you want XFL predictions or if you want some more NCAA basketball predictions. I'm leaning towards basketball, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. As always, this is GGB and co-host Puppers saying, adios amigos.